What it do, baby?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey. So,
episode 29.
episode 29 of the Chillin With Villains Podcast. Actually, I mean, y'all know what it is already. The Brown Steve Austin.
Oh no, this
mixed
gotta
with-
stop.
The Brown Steve Jobs mixed with Steve Austin, Ozymandias.
Chill, bro. People gonna go on an outrage.
All the
Steve
way,
Jobs ain't brown.
all the way from East Tremont in the Bronx. I am Ozymandias, here joined by Clown Prince all the way from the Lost Borough, and all the way from Passaic, New Jersey.
He had it lined up.
All the
There
way
we
from
go.
Passaic,
Finally.
New Jersey. The senior DC correspondent, Zoom,
Thank you. Hello.
and also agent for the Boston Celtics, might I add.
Thank you.
All right, so y'all know that Disney Plus dropped. Those of you who have not watched anything on there, it's only the biggest streaming platform in the world right now, considering the outage that happened on launch day, which was I expected that to happen 100%. I don't know about any of you guys.
I mean,
But-
Netflix is still bigger, but I mean,
No. I'm just saying in terms of like the buzz right now. That's what I mean.
Oh, right.
100%.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I saw something that said 10 million people like tuned in. Like, that's crazy.
And is there
In less than 24 hours, 10 million.
that's you know that again. That's
Let me fact check that. though.
yeah. This is part of the number segment.
It goes on to Charlie's YouTube.
This is goes on.
Nah,
Charlie's
I
YouTube.
ain't doing it. All right, yo, you name dropped him. I didn't.
Yep.
That's fine, because I'm making a joke.
Nah, but while he looks for that, just a couple things leading into the Mandalorian, which is what I was going straight for as soon as I signed up. I couldn't wait to get to that. But,
Yes, that's exactly what I did too.
But just so you guys know, we're gonna be talking about it. So spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
It was honestly worth the
That shit
wait.
was ass. That shit was hot garbage. Seek. Yo, that shit was
that shit
so
was fire.
I was, you know what? To be honest, like I was fanboying, but also I was just like, yo, this is actually good.
Right.
It-
I know what you mean by that. It's not
Yeah.
just because I like Star Wars that this shit is good. Like,
Exactly. Like I
it's
was just,
actually good.
exactly. I was like, wow, this was like, and the thing too is that the way the pacing of the whole episode went, I'm like, this almost feels like a film, which is what high quality television should produce. They should, especially with the budgets that they have. You should expect this kind of look.
Oh, absolutely.
You should expect, like I expected this kind of quality with
It's funny you said that because Zoom. After
Yeah,
I
what
watched the
did I
episode,
say?
He was a mad W shows had this type of budget because that was awesome. Everything was great.
yeah, CGI
His-
was nice.
His suit was fire.
It was what I call very expensive cosplay.
Very expensive cosplay.
Because it's all right. We I don't know
VEC, we call it Vic.
what the VC.
The
And then CW is just RC, which is just regular cosplay. But anyway, now I don't know what the budget is for the Mandalorian as an entire series, but clearly it's like movie level budget considering how everything looks. Because Star Wars has an aesthetic to it since The Force Awakens.
Right.
Actually, overall, it
Even-
has this.
Yeah, right.
It has
I was
this
gonna
look
say.
to it. It has this look to it that I'm like,
But
all right.
I know why you said The Force Awakens, just because obviously the budget for that and the CGI for that is completely better than episodes
1 to
1 to
6.
3 and yeah, 1 to 6 in general, right? But you know what it reminded me of?
What?
It reminded me a little bit of Rogue One, the aesthetics.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just
Yeah.
reminded me so much of that movie.
Yeah, because Rogue One was a very rugged looking Star Wars. It was very it was kind of overcast, the kind of color grading they used for it, and it just I was just I started watching on my phone a bit, and then I switched to my TV in the living room, and I was just like, dude, this is legit. And also, we point out, since this is not just a Mandalorian review, we're also gonna, I guess, punch in some Disney Plus, pros or cons that we liked about it or anything. But
right,
obviously finding the show is pretty easy because their
It's
banner,
literally right there.
yeah, their header.
Dude, it's super clean. The way it looks. I think that personally for me makes me enjoy an app even more.
Exactly.
Just the fact that I can get around the way that you can in Disney Plus. So it literally is categorized like, hey, Star Wars here, Marvel here, like Disney Channel shows here,
Pixar,
and I don't know who's hitting National Geographic, but that shit's there too. So you feel, I see, every time I show people that, they're like, "What the fuck? Like, who cares about that shit?" I'm like, "Nah, you'd be surprised."
Nah, there's some heat on there.
There's some interesting shit. There's some interesting stuff on there.
Some heat on there.
Educate.
Exactly.
Educate
like,
yourself.
in case y'all forgot, y'all live on Earth. You know what I'm saying?
and it's dying. So,
my son
anyway.
Mark just ruined the whole. He said, "And it's dying. We are all dying."
It's facts, though, yo.
It is fact, but all right.
I hate when people say, "Do you believe in global warming?" What you mean?
Look at
I believe. It's not Santa Claus. Anyway, sorry.
Senior correspondent for National Geographic Zoo.
Okay.
Yo.
So back to the Mandalorian.
That man working overtime.
For real. He working like Stephen A over there.
My bank account does not show that though. So
but yeah, the episode.
What?
Yes, back to the episode.
Oh wait. So just some I guess some background on it. The Mandalorian, I believe.
When does it take place?
It takes place, Zoom. I'm glad you asked, buddy. It takes
no problem. I'm not trying to set you up or anything.
It takes place. If I remember correctly from the episode, not from the episode, but from what they've mentioned, it takes place either a couple years after the Return of the Jedi, which is episode 6. So it is not. It's still canon with what's going on in the films, I guess, in terms of lineage or name dropping. But in terms of time period, it takes place after Return of the Jedi. Whether it's 5 years, 5 days, I don't know. But it was really cool to see how the consequences of the Return of the Jedi are felt directly on the show by showing
almost immediately too.
Yeah, you see stormtroopers that are holed up in this wherever the hell they are, and they're dirty, they're filthy, they're like
they looked fucked up.
Yeah, they look fucked up again from
they've been through it. They've been through it for sure.
I love that they did that though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
It like you said, it shows that they've been through some shit.
Absolutely.
I like that, and I love how we get to again the show had that level of intrigue with character moments or name drops that didn't leave me exactly confused. It just left me intrigued, like, oh shit, I wonder what that's about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just kept building up, especially with what the closing shot is and all that. But we'll get to that. But the thing is that we have the Mandalorian played by Prince Oberyn, a.k.a. Pedro Pascal de lo Mio.
Nah, facts, bro.
Give it up for my guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He really is. And not to mention, we're going to see him next year in Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Hype.
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, but so the scene opens very Star Wars Han Solo like at a cantina couple guys getting rowdy and all that. And I think his entrance and the score when he comes in, I was like, yo, what is that? Shazam that shit right now. That shit fucking rips. I want to play that all the time.
Yeah, when we have our first guest, we'll play it for them when they have them walk on.
But what really kind of made my jaw drop was the gore so early in the episode, and I'm like, wait, what rating is this? Because the door closed on the dude.
Yeah,
right.
but they didn't
cut him in half, and you hear it and everything.
They did it. Right, they
and
did it.
I'm like, all right, so this
the,
is rated
like,
PG? See ya.
Yeah. Imagine that shit was rated R, dude.
Yo, rated R Star Wars.
But I knew from the jump.
I'd love that.
When he walked in there, right? And the guy was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much for saving my life."
Yeah, I was like, that wasn't for free, motherfucker.
Right. And like when he goes, "Nah, I ain't save your life because I wanted to. You are my bounty. Like you coming with me, son."
And then we get into what a Mandalorian. Well, here's what we are understanding. I'm not again super cursed with knowledge when it comes to Star Wars. I'm just a fan, not a correspondent yet. I'm intermediate.
Yeah, facts. No. I am nowhere near that.
I'm intermediate. Actually,
I don't think any
Magneto.
of us are really correspondents.
No, shout
He's
out
the
to
correspondent.
Magneto. Yep,
any of us, like us three.
Yeah, he is the official lifeline to George Lucas. And everything canon to Star Wars. So shout out to Magneto, somewhere bending metal, hopefully resting up. But yeah, so a Mandalorian is from the planet Mandalore, and they have some cool fucking armor.
Yes, sir.
And what we know of what the show tells us is that there's a certain metal that is used for their armor pieces that the Mandalorian ended up getting paid for capturing the blue fish guy.
And what was it? No, he didn't get paid because of that. He got that in advance for
for the new bounty
for the new bounty.
Yeah.
And what was it called again?
Oh,
do you remember what?
Dude, I don't remember the name of the metal.
No. Okay.
No intern yet. We're working on that, guys. January, we got y'all. But
so yeah.
So he got paid.
But very cool.
I love that. And just like, dude, again, just the setup, like the Mexican standoff, again, like it's just so, like building the intensity. I'm like, dude, he's like, and then I forgot who says. Oh, the stormtrooper was like, "You're 4 against 1." It's like it's 4 against 1.
He's like, I like those odds.
I like those odds. I'm like, yo, badass.
It's like,
his voice is very distinguished.
I've heard that line like in so many other things that was kind of like
very Clint Eastwood.
I was like, yeah, it's very like, yeah, Clint Eastwood, like the classic badass line. I almost said it before he said it, and I was like, I like those odds.
That's how I feel in COD when we're playing COD, and I'm just outnumbered during domination. But
I'm dead.
Anyway, it's this. Like I said earlier, the show was very well paced in terms of, like it kind of almost gave you time to appreciate everything that was going on at once. Like there wasn't, like to me at least, there wasn't a lot of information that was exposed to us that had me rewinding.
Right.
Like, wait, what?
I was also gonna mention, because I have a coworker of mine who just got it as well, like the app, and he had asked me, he's like, I'm not crazy about Star Wars, so do you think if I start watching this, I'm gonna be lost? I'm like, not necessarily. Really. Yeah, maybe like an Easter egg here and there that you won't get, but I feel for the most part, at least from the first episode, you'll be fine. And so that's why I assume we're gonna get a few people who haven't seen Star Wars watch this show just because it looks badass from the trailers.
Yeah,
I would say they did a very good job, I think, marketing. And because of that, me, for example, y'all know me. I know I'm not the craziest Star Wars fan, but I saw the trailers for this. I'm like, this shit looks fucking dope. Mm-hmm. I'm watching it. Mm-hmm. So I can imagine, there's thousands upon thousands of other people that probably said the same thing. I don't know shit about Star Wars, but I'm definitely watching this.
And I also, yeah,
And
go ahead, keep going.
and there's also people that are like, oh, I don't know anything about Star Wars, so I'm definitely not watching this. You know,
Yeah.
it's both ends of the spectrum.
Well, just so you guys know, what I love about this is that it's Star Wars based. The source material is Star Wars, but it doesn't jam down the whole Jedi shit down your throat. Like, it's not like, oh, the Jedi did this and all this stuff. Like, you need to, like, I feel like the show doesn't come off pretentious. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you need to know what this is in order to get this. It's just like, yo, follow along. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're holding our hand through it because, again, it is on Disney, but it is also being done with a really decent pace that I'm just like, you know what? I don't know shit about these guys. Besides that, Boba and Jango Fett wear exactly what they're wearing in terms of Mandalorian armor, even though they're not Mandalorians. Boba and Jango Fett, who are from the Star Wars saga, but it just keeps me intrigued. That's what I love about it. And by the way, the show is sitting on a 9.1 on IMDb.
Word.
Which is quite interesting considering this is a show that
heard the ratings
is based on creative material and is being used to expound upon with new characters and storylines. But what other show is doing the same exact thing? And
it's a DC show. That's what happens.
Oh, got you.
You know how it goes, bro.
Yeah,
Marvel fanboys. Oh, we love it. It's great. It's so creative. They watch the first trailer of Watchmen. What the fuck?
Yeah. So
a black atheist.
So again, some fact correction. It is set 5 years after Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Yes, sir.
So this is really lit. This is extremely lit. Shout out to Jon Favreau, de lo mío también, who helmed this beautifully. It was shot great, edited, had that Star Wars traditional editing. How could I forget Taika Waititi?
No, isn't it? I don't think it's Waititi, is it?
I don't know.
It's Waititi, I thought.
Waititi? Well, whatever. He's from Down Under. And
whatever.
He's from Down Under, and I don't know if that's Australians or people from New Zealand who say that. So I'm sorry.
Wow, dude, you're
racist.
That's not racist.
You're so racist, bro.
But
just
anyway,
like me.
My guy Taika. My guy Taika plays IG-11, which is the droid who is also a bounty hunter that crosses paths.
Who got clapped?
Yo. Look, hold on. But just point out,
he was pulling the trigger.
But just point out how that whole sequence was really dope and super unexpected for the first episode of a series, because you would expect them to take things slow and go like, all right, let's pace this out. And
well, I mean, I knew that he wasn't gonna let him kill the
Yoda child.
Baby.
Yeah. The Yoda child. I want to say Baby Yoda because I don't, but not because I think it's Baby Yoda, because obviously it's not, but because of just because you don't know what his species is. So I feel like I'm just gonna call that species Yoda until I get a name, like the actual name.
It legit that like we don't know what Yoda species is. They definitely name for it.
No. It's all shrouded in mystery. You don't know what they're called or anything. Like obviously, the most prominent one is Yoda, but they've never called his species anything. So it's all mystery right now.
His species does have a name. It's
Yaddle.
just that
I think it's Yaddle. The quiet Yaddle was a member of the same mysterious species as the revered Jedi Master Yoda. I mean, I guess it's me, Mark. It's kind of like,
you know what I'm saying? It's not like
it's still mysterious, right?
Like he was part of that species, but we don't know what the species is.
Or Yaddle. I don't know if I'm Yaddle.
I don't know.
Laurel.
I think
Laurel.
Yanny.
Laurel. I'm hearing Laurel over here.
But holy shit!
Funny.
So some more facts for you guys in the Ozymandias fact segment. So this series was actually favored over the Boba Fett solo film that they were producing along with the Han Solo one and the Obi-Wan, which is
I think they made the right choice.
exactly. They were like, you know what? Let's actually take this and we can actually take our time with it, space it out, not invest a bunch of money in a film that could potentially bomb, like apparently Solo, a Star Wars story did. I heard that it bombed in the box office, but also it came out like a couple weeks after Endgame, so it's kind of like, you know, wait, no, I mean Infinity War, yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, people were still recovering.
Yeah, so
Also that, and I feel like people just didn't want to see a Han Solo without Harrison Ford.
yeah, you could also see the toxic fan base.
I like the kid who played Solo.
I still haven't
Or the
seen
kid.
it.
I mean, the guy, the man who played Solo.
The man-child.
I think he did a good job, and I think the story was actually interesting. The ending was like, I was like, whoa, I did not see that coming.
Wow.
But
Hyping it up.
yeah, I mean, there was a little twist at the end. I don't mean the ending itself, like the twist they showed at the end. Some cops. Everybody all right?
Yeah, everything's fine over here.
But
Nah.
No, Ozymandias called somebody out on the steps from the Joker. It's like, get these motherfuckers out of here.
Nah, but some more facts. This takes place 6 years before the birth of Rey. Ooh, that's a bomb right there.
So what you're saying is Mandalorian is Rey's father?
No,
Confirmed.
I am not saying
Confirmed, bro.
Nah, you just confirmed it.
Copy.
All right, so before the Mandalorian meets IG-11, played by Taika, he meets this alien on the way to this bounty.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that.
Yo,
I have spoken.
I have spoken. He's like, yo, it's like another way of saying I'm not going to repeat myself.
exactly.
You heard what I
He's
said, and you know what I meant.
Like that shit is badass though. It's like
yeah,
I
I've spoken.
His
Like,
name is
what?
Quill. His name is Quill. Quill. I don't know how to pronounce
Whatever.
it, but he's
It's
voiced.
Star Wars.
He's voiced by Nick Nolte, and yo, shout out to the cast here.
Yeah, man.
The dude that paid the Mandalorian. What's that guy's
Yeah,
name?
my son from Rocky.
Yeah.
It's
Wasn't
Apollo
that-
Creed,
Yeah,
baby.
it's Apollo Creed. I knew it. That's Carl Weathers. Yes. Carl Weathers, who pays him, and I'm just like, dude. Yo, and you kind of forget. You're like, oh shit, of course it's Disney. Of course they can get all these people to come out of whatever the hell they're doing, to come in and make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Like they got
on threat of death.
exactly. Like they have Carl Weathers, the client, the guy who gives the bounty to the new bounty to the Mandalorian, Werner Herzog.
Right.
Like I've seen him in a couple stuff. Nick Nolte, who plays Bruce Banner's father in the Ang Lee Hulk. Nick
Yep.
Nolte is obviously not only known for that, but you know, this is a pretty damn good cast so far.
Yeah, bro.
And it is just so cool to see Yoda also, like, his species being expounded on now.
Yeah, I did not expect that
I
at
did
all.
not expect that shit at all,
When-
bro.
When I saw the ears, I was like, "What the fuck?" I was
Exactly.
like, I was watching at lunch at during my lunch at work, and I remember I was watching, and then like I literally like my coworker, like who I share an office with, looked at me and was like, as that moment was happening, and like she just saw me like sit up, like, and I was like, "What?" Like my eyes like just like popped out of my head,
Yeah, man.
and then. She was like, "Are you all right?" And I'm just like, "Oh yeah, sorry, the show. It's crazy."
You wouldn't get it.
You,
But yeah, like that, like it is just so great to see that Jon Favreau is willing to risk it, I guess, because again, I'm assuming that a lot of people could be turned off by this. yeah, the show is being pretty well received across the board, but I know for sure there's a couple people that are like, man, this is bullshit. Like, what the fuck is this about? Like, ain't he a bounty hunter? The guy told him that he could kill him, but the scientist is also like, yo, bring him back alive too. So now,
Yeah, that's something else I'm interested in. Like
Yeah.
that guy who was like, I feel like he's gonna be like the like a friend of Mandalorian. Like he's gonna be like somehow, I don't know
but
why.
it could also be sinister considering who he's affiliated with.
I don't know. The way he said it though, it sounded like he was like actually very concerned about, like he sounded like he cared about the well-being of this. Like he's like, yo, that's not what we agreed upon. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know, like, but I guess like I do see what you're saying. Like he could just be like a researcher, and he just wants to research like, you know, how hold the baby captive and do research on it maybe or something. I don't know.
So yeah, the older gentleman, you know, the one that told him about the baby Yoda species, his name is the client in the show.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably not his name, right?
Yeah.
So I was very intrigued because his voice was in the trailer, and he has a very distinguished voice as well.
Yeah, I like his voice. Yeah, I like his accent.
So he was like, in when we're talking about this scene right now, he was like, I know what a life of a bounty hunter entails. So if you kill him, you kill him, whatever. So
Exactly.
it's just very mysterious, you know. That whole scene was mysterious, and then I also wanted to mention the scene with what was it, Queel, whatever you said.
Yeah. I have spoken.
Right, I have spoken. That's his name.
Yeah.
I love that scene between him and the Mandalorian, because the Mandalorian is like, why did you help me get here? And he's just like, because these merchants, they've been, you know, this is a land of peace, and they've been terrorizing this place. And so it kind of brings a sense of, I don't want to use the term humanity, but it kind of makes us sympathize a little bit.
Yeah, with bounty
With
hunters.
Nah, not
With
with
the
bounty
bounty.
hunters. No, with I have spoken.
Oh, with
Yeah,
Quill.
no, it humanizes him for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
but
a good thing.
the thing is that he wasn't like, all right.
He's not a bounty hunter though.
No, I know
Yeah,
that, but I'm saying is that what also comes into question here is the morality of like Mandalorian bounty hunting. Is that like, all right? So it clearly looks like Pedro Pascal's Mandalorian. Like we don't know his name yet, but I hope he gets a name eventually, because that's a very long name to refer to him by.
I don't know if it was a joke, but they did an interview with him where he released the name. I saw it pop up on my phone, but I never watched it. I'm gonna check that right now.
Yeah.
But I think it was just banter. Like he was just joking. Like he said his name was like Kyle or something like that. I guess.
Kyle.
Kyle. You guys heard it here first. Chillin' With Villains Podcast.
Ray's
His name is
father is
Kyle.
Kyle.
Yep, Ray's father is
Okay,
confirmed
look.
to be Kyle. Confirmed.
Here on Forbes, Pedro Pascal accidentally just said the name. Oh my God, Forbes! I've turned off my ad blocker. The fuck.
But yeah, while he
So-
looks that
Yeah,
up.
look.
Wait, what? You got it?
No, go ahead.
Oh, while he looks that up, back to the whole morality thing is that like IG-11 was about to pop Baby Yoda, bro. Like was getting ready to pop him, and then
Going on
and-
self-destruct mode.
exactly like
He's like, stop.
he's like,
no
stop,
self-destruct.
no.
We can fight this. We can figure it out. Relax.
That's when you're playing Search and Destroy, and it's just you and your boy left. But yeah,
Anyway,
but yeah, it was really cool to see how like he's like, I'm not gonna kill this thing. Like this thing is 50 years old.
Oh yeah, I have it here.
How that
Din
baby's
Djarin.
50? His name is what?
Din Djarin.
Change it.
I don't know if I'm terrible at pronouncing it. I could be pronouncing it wrong.
Change it.
Dingerin. Dingy.
Yeah. Well, let's see how it's pronounced on the show if he ever drops the name. But
But yeah. So speaking of that, I do want to see his backstory as him as a kid.
Because we
Because
did get
they
flashes,
show glimpses of
Yep.
flashes. Yeah.
while he was upgrading his armor at the gunsmith.
So we're eventually probably gonna see his whole armor just get fucking
upgraded.
suited and booted, right?
That would be
Yeah.
really cool to see. Yeah, like his outfit getting upgraded throughout the series to show, you know,
'Cause you
some.
can tell it's a bit beat up, and you see that one, shoulder plate, and it's just all just chromed out and
Yeah.
shiny and dope.
So
So yeah,
my he mentioned something to the armor smith. I meant to say, not gunsmith. To the armor smith,
the Armor Smith, right?
who is played by the same girl that's in Deadpool, the one that does the superhero landing. I forgot her name.
Emily Swallow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pause that.
Oh,
Stupid.
Brother, this guy stinks.
but
Anyway, yeah.
he mentioned something to her like, oh, like they like
I
they
was
don't.
once so whatever.
No. When she asked him like, oh, like nobody has realized who you are yet. Like nobody recognizes you as a, you know what I'm saying, like, because to my understanding, Mandalorian's armor is very distinguished. Like you see them, it's like, oh shit, like that's a bounty hunter. Like be careful.
Right.
So, but they along with their armor, they also have an insignia, a symbol that we saw a shot of in the show, and it's like that creature's skull with horns coming out the bottom. I forgot what the hell it's called. I don't remember. But that symbol means that you're like a top dog in the crew. Like if you wear
What
that
symbol?
symbol, it's the Mandalorian symbol, like their
Oh,
logo.
okay. Right.
So it's kind of like a branding on your armor that lets you. That it's like a status sign almost, to my understanding, from what I remember in the lore. And I think it's gonna be pretty cool because he seems like just a regular bounty hunter. He's not like some kind of revered, notorious. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody shudders when he walks by. But it looks like we're gonna see a kind of.
I think he does have some respect. I mean, like some clout, because
I don't
when
know.
the client was like, "Oh, that guy told me you're the best."
Okay, all right,
Like-
yeah, you're right.
like-
You're right.
So like, I don't know. He probably has some clout, if not a lot. I feel like it's like
But maybe
that guy
enough.
probably.
Enough on his stat sheet to be known to, I guess, the clients.
Yeah.
Who
I mean,
deal.
because you got to remember, every bar or area he stepped in, people would be like, "Yo, word!" Like they would just turn and look at him.
Yeah.
So he definitely has some like, okay, I'm not really gonna fuck with this dude.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
more
word.
that's more because of his armor now, not because of
Okay, yeah.
yeah. So like if he gets those colors, like he's really gonna be looked at like, oh shit, like pay attention to this dude, because that's part of what that conversation he had with the armor smith was like, I don't have that yet. Like I'm not. Yeah, like people know like who I am when they look at me, but they don't know who I am when they look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm not a businessman. I'm a
businessman, businessman.
but yeah, that was a really dope episode. And the next one is next Friday, correct?
No, tomorrow.
Oh shit. So 2 episodes a week?
No, I think they're just doing it for now.
Yeah.
It's
It'll
weird.
be regular Friday drops.
Oh, okay,
after,
right, okay.
I think they just dropped it obviously because it aired.
Just celebrating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the launch of Disney Plus, and they wanted people to watch something new.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to how many people actually tuned in to The Mandalorian.
yeah, out
Well,
of the 10
actually,
out of the 10 million who subscribed,
Right.
it would be good to get those numbers, I guess.
it'll be dropping every Friday until the 7th episode, which will be on a Wednesday, because of so it doesn't conflict with the Rise of Skywalker.
Ooh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh, my question to you guys:
What's
do
up?
you think they'll do, which I would probably say they would, how Kevin Feige has mentioned that? Oh my God, what is going on outside?
Nah, that's Lobo and Ghost Rider racing.
I was gonna say, Kevin Feige has confirmed. Yeah, you need to watch the shows on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna get to
you
that
can-
too. Yeah.
So you can understand what's going on in the films, because it's all gonna tie in.
Yeah.
I know The Mandalorian is set in the past, and when we get that Obi-Wan show, it's gonna be set in the past. Obviously, we know it's canon, But do you think in the future, since they're not doing movies for a little while, we're gonna get shows that are set in present day that are gonna tie in to the movies?
I don't see why not. I
Uh-huh.
don't. I don't. They have. It's not like they don't have a shortage of. It's not like they don't have a shortage of material. It's not like they don't have. They only have exclusive rights to it to all these characters. They legitimately have more than enough to play with when it comes to any character arcs or storylines. Like maybe the Mandalorian could lead to an entire Mandalorian franchise and films that could drop further down the line. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know exactly what it could lead to, but it is opening the door for possibility of an expanded universe that that Kevin Feige could, I'm assuming, is helping build out, starting with the Mandalorian. So
Yeah, that's
and on
crazy.
top of
My
that,
coworker and I were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
'Cause he's like, isn't Kevin Feige also, doing a little something with Star Wars? I'm like, yeah, this dude is just Disney Plus. Like, he probably has something to do with National Geographic too. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well,
That
there is
building
a
taking over.
documentary. There is a documentary coming out that's apparently about like the rivalry between Marvel and DC,
Yes, by
and
the
that's
Russo
being
brothers.
Russo brothers. Yeah, so Feige probably is going to be in that too.
yeah. But what is also good in terms of how we are receiving the show, like literally how we're receiving the show, is that we're getting a weekly episode drop, and we're not just binging through it and now annoying Disney for more content. I like
Right.
I like the weekly drop because it helps you space it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it gives you room to breathe because don't get me wrong, I fuck with Netflix. I do like a lot of the content that they're coming out with, especially the original stuff. But it's just like, bro, like to drop everything on the same day. I don't know. To me, it's overwhelming, especially when you have an entire streaming site that has
Yeah,
hundreds
but
or
it's not that many
thousands.
episodes though.
No, yeah, it's 8 episodes. That's another thing I wanted to mention. That
You
it's
can knock that out in a day.
exactly you could knock it out in a day. But I just like the fact that it's spaced out because there will be other shows dropping. You know what I'm saying? In between
I
all
guess.
these,
I think also for starters, maybe not Disney Plus per se, but I remember us discussing this when the DC Universe app dropped. They kind of had to make shows drop weekly so people could tune in weekly to something because they released Titans, right?
Mhm.
They were dropping that weekly. If they just dropped it in one day, people, like you said, can binge it in a day and then
dip.
have nothing. Yeah, have nothing else to watch
Exactly.
on that app. So
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. I didn't think about it like that.
That's what I mean by it. That's what I
Right.
mean because everybody's seen the majority of things that are already on Disney Plus. Like who hasn't seen Toy Story? Who hasn't seen, you know what I'm saying, all the MCU
right,
films?
but at the same time, that's why I feel it's a little different with Disney Plus because it's obviously a lot bigger than the DCU, and they have shows that you're like, oh my god! Like I remember watching this as a kid, and there's like 6
Exactly.
seasons. So they're like, let me just put it on right now and watch the 6 seasons again.
Yeah,
You
it'd be
know?
like some of that they throw on just when they're doing something around the house or some shit like that.
Yo,
Right.
but
So they didn't necessarily have to drop the Mandalorian if they didn't want to weekly, but I think it is a good idea that they did that because me right now I don't feel like putting anything on Disney Plus. Like Mark said, only if I'm like, let's say I'm doing something work related and I just want to throw something on for background music or background noise. It would be something from Disney Plus that I've already seen that I don't have to pay attention to.
exactly.
But because the Mandalorian is dropping every Friday, that's something. Okay, hold off. I bet I'm gonna stay tuned. I'm tuning in. You know.
And I'm glad that kind of like their first premium show because the Mandalorian is technically the first Disney Plus show. You know what I'm saying? Like that they're marketing.
It is. Yeah.
So it's nice to see that. Yo, look, this is something that's been in development. I'm assuming for the past 2 years, and it seems like they have a decent vision for what they're going for, and it looks like they have everything thought out. Now, it's really cool also of the selection. Disney Plus day one gave us the fucking Simpsons, dude. All 30 seasons. The past 30 years of The Simpsons.
All on there.
all on there, ready to go. You got Avatar, like some Fox, like some Fox Studio stuff, and I'm like, all right, that's lit. That's them like flexing a little bit, like they're not curling their arm all the way, but they're just like, yo, look what we got. We got Avatar and Simpsons day one.
Yeah.
Day one.
And just classics like the Spider-Man animated series from back in the day.
X-Men.
The X-Men, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I saw that stuff. I was like, no way. Like the old Silver Surfer show, the old She-Hulk show, like all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, this is crazy.
Right. And it's all those Disney Channel favorites. Wizards of Waverly Place.
Classic.
Like, what?
Classic.
All those movies, Halloween Town.
Classic.
You know what I mean?
And Zoom's favorite, Luck of the Irish. No, I'm kidding.
The Sweet Life.
Yeah, they
You
have.
know?
There's
But here's the thing too,
what?
that we have to just break down a little bit too. There is a streaming war it's brewing. It's starting.
Yeah, and we're gonna get into that right after these messages.
Do me a favor, please.
Yeah.
Go to commercial.
All right, guys. So we are gonna break down the current streaming news, and which one of you guys gonna break that down? Because I have no facts on it currently.
Yeah, I don't have. Oh, yeah, I have it right here. Let me break it down. So, but yes, to my previous point, Disney Plus hit 10 million subscribers. That is fucking wild.
Yep.
10 million people subscribe to this shit. It's cheap. B, they came out with a shit ton of deals like, oh, you could pay $3 a month if you have this and do this. It's like, yeah, people were gonna get it.
And the whole and like it's $7 for a year, or it's $7 for a month, $70 for the year, or you pay $14 a month to include Hulu Plus and ESPN Plus. Insane.
Right.
Insane.
So Netflix was like, oh, word? Nah. We can't have that. And this was a very smart move, I think, on their part. They announced a deal with Nickelodeon to produce animated television shows and movies that would be based on new characters and old favorites from the network. So the first thing that they really announced that was major was a SpongeBob SquarePants spinoff. I think it's going to be based on Squidward.
Uh-huh.
I personally don't give a fuck about that.
You sure, bro?
Yeah. Yo, I'm here thinking that he's building this up to go, oh, I think this is awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah.
He goes,
It's like,
honestly,
I personally don't give a fuck, but
sure. I'm sure there's a ton of people that are like, oh my God, finally. I've been waiting for this my whole life.
Yeah, I mentioned this to my cousin. Shout out to my cousin. She told me, she's like, yo, Nickelodeon started doing Netflix. Like, she was hyping stuff, and I'm like, so you're telling me that in the midst of all this heat that Disney dropped on the world as of Tuesday, Netflix comes back on Wednesday, Thursday, and goes, yo, we got Rugrats and Rocket Power.
Right. That's the crazy part, dude. Because that's the thing, man. Sometimes, you grow up watching these shows, you completely forget what network they're on. Like, at the time, you didn't care. Whatever was on, you was like, oh, nice, look, this is on.
Yeah.
You'd watch it. So then, let's say you're going on the Disney Plus. You're like, wait, where's Rocket Power? Where's SpongeBob? It's like, oh, shit, those are on Nickelodeon. And now Netflix comes out and it's like, hey, we have that over here. And here's the thing. What do you think is the percentage of people that have Disney Plus that have Netflix? I'm sure it's a pretty high percentage.
Yeah, it's pretty convenient.
Like, would you say over 50%?
I'd say 80%, 90% of people who have Disney Plus have Netflix.
Uh-huh. Exactly. So it's a very strategic move, this partnership, in my opinion. And it's the SpongeBob SquarePants spinoff is a part of the multi-year deal that is estimated to be worth more than $200 million to Nickelodeon.
again, that is again,
Wow,
like that's
fucking wild.
that's a lot of money.
That is, yeah.
That's cake right there. But bruh, like, fine, I still have Netflix, yeah, but I'm not as hyped for it as I am for this. Not solely because of the whole nostalgia thing, because I can't even say that I'm honestly that excited for SpongeBob, all seasons of SpongeBob to be available on Netflix, because I was already a bit older when that came out. Like, yeah, it came out when I was like in like third grade or something like that. But I wasn't like, oh, can't wait to get home to watch SpongeBob. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
If
y'all know what I mean.
if it's on in the morning while you're eating a bowl of
like,
cereal, you're watching it.
Exactly. Like, I'm not trying to shit on
Word.
it. Like, I fuck with Rugrats too. Rugrats was lit, but
Yo, Rocket Power.
yeah, Rocket Power is lit too. But
Rocket Power. I can't front if I see once I see that on the Netflix homepage.
You
I'm
throwing
like,
it on?
"Word." Yeah.
I'm throwing that
You're
on.
like, yo, this is so stupid. Yo, let me watch a couple episodes real quick. See if it's as stupid as I remember.
Yeah, and then, like, come on, like, what, they're gonna have Cat Dog and freaking Angry Beavers? Like, ooh, wow,
My man. Hey Arnold.
Oh,
Come on,
chill.
now.
Wait,
I
what
just
about
remembered-
Zoe
Are they gonna have like the
101?
yeah, dude? I was
Yeah.
actually about to say that
Nah,
shit.
if- you know.
Oh
Drake-
wait, let me hit y'all with this.
all that.
Drake and Josh.
Yeah, Drake and
The
That shit
Amanda-
crazy.
the
the
Amanda
Amanda
show.
Bynes show. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they have.
Wait. Did I tell you about Jimmy Neutron and Danny Phantom?
Oh
Nah,
shit.
bro. Netflix said, yo, word, I'm pussy. Nah, fuck that.
I have
I'm
spoken.
pussy. Hold on, let me bring in your whole childhood real quick.
Yo, did y'all remember Nesdy Classified School Survival Guide? Yeah, huh? That's there too.
Oh my god. Wait, it's on there right now?
No. I'm saying,
Oh, good. I was about to sign out. I was about to say, yeah, yo, you guys can finish this without me.
Oh my God!
no. But
That's
that's what
gotta
I'm
go
saying,
teach
but-
me how to survive middle school, bro.
Yeah,
But-
but it's interesting to see how this will play out. I'm sure Netflix is gonna be just fine. It's
Absolutely.
they're gonna be fine. It's just that this deal, I think it helped secure their longevity. Because as we know, within the past year, we've heard rumors and rumblings that Netflix was losing money, like they were in a lot of debt and stuff because of all the money that they put into producing certain shows and all that. So in a sense, losing the Marvel deal worked out for them, because now producing shows isn't coming out so expensive for them, because they have a direct investor that's gonna rake in all the subscribers, especially for kids, because that's the biggest market in my eyes, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you look at anything that's streaming, whether it's YouTube or Netflix, YouTube, I'm sure, has a very insanely popular demographic that they pitch videos to. And then you have Netflix that has an entire profile set for kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's smart on their end. They're like, you know what? That I just think that HBO Max could also hit it out the park as well with their content, because HBO is a product of Warner, and
HBO
Warner
is
also owns
different.
Cartoon Network, I'm assuming.
Oh wow. I think so too.
Because Cartoon Network I feel like Cartoon Network has even more of what we're looking for in terms of nostalgic streaming.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
It
dude,
wasn't
imagine HBO Max is just like, yo, Space Ghost, Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah, it's owned by Warner.
Samurai
But
Jack.
here's the thing. Here's the thing that someone DM'd us, making a good point about. They had said that HBO Max, it's not really gonna be like these other companies like Disney Plus and Netflix. Yeah, they're nice cars. Like he made a good reference that I like, talking about cars. Like these are the cars you see on the daily, right? Like you'll see a Mercedes, you'll see an Audi. Like that's what Disney Plus and all these other streaming services are. But having HBO Max like is a luxury because it is. I don't want to say it's overpriced, but it's a lot. It's double the price of Disney Plus, pretty much. So it's like, but the quality's there, you know. Like if you're on HBO Max, especially now, like you said, if they throw on Cartoon Network on there and all the other shit that's about to be put on that when we did our podcast on that, like people are not gonna not subscribe to it. If they have the means, they have the funds, I'm like, yeah, I'm subscribing to that. I want to watch this shit.
Well, how much is it if you already have an HBO subscription?
It's the same thing as HBO now. Yeah, it's just a free upgrade.
Oh, so you chilling? I'm chilling then.
Exactly. So, but it's like in terms of people going, oh, I don't have HBO, but I'm not getting it. It's not expensive, like $15. HBO's like, yo, fam, we don't need you. Like that's just how bougie they are. And the guy compared it to having to own it like a Ferrari. Like obviously not everyone can afford it, but it's like people that can are gonna get it just to stunt. And HBO Max is just a nice flex.
And that's gonna be a very crazy flex because I'm not even into Friends. Like the show.
Yeah, I was literally about to say I'm looking at all the stuff they're gonna start premiering. Rick and Morty, Friends.
Bro, not even that. Not only are they gonna have Friends the other seasons, they're having a reunion.
Yeah, that's
you know how long people have waited. Yo, the Friends fandom is big, dude.
I mean,
people are into this.
Fucking D, dude.
I don't
oh, dude, they're gonna have some Cartoon Network stuff. Isn't Adventure Time?
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Wait, hold on. Exciting Max Originals. Discover original series. Oh yeah, it's their own original thing. Adventure Time, Distant Lands.
Yo, bro.
Go back to Lands of Ooh.
The land
it's like
of
3 O's.
Ooh,
to join Finn and his best buddy Jake on a series of surreal adventures. So it's a brand new show, I guess.
Are you kidding me?
On everything. If Codename Kids Next Door is on there, I'm quitting every other subscription. Every other subscription is dead to me.
Yo, it's a
Codename Kids Next Door is one of the most underrated animated shows of all time.
Dude, they're gonna have all the HBO series, obviously. So like Euphoria and all of its greatness is gonna be on there.
Yes,
Barry. I want to start watching Barry. I watched a couple episodes of Barry. It's actually pretty funny. I want to actually get caught up on that.
What's his name?
Bill
Hader.
Hader.
He used to be.
He's hilarious.
He is really funny.
He is so funny.
Well, what was I about to mention too? Oh, and if in a couple of days, let's say in 3 days, they release the Snyder Cut on HBO Max, I'm done with that. I'm done with television as a whole. The only thing I will be the HBO Max correspondent. I will deadass go apply to HBO the very next day. I'll be like, yo, whatever. If y'all need me to be the fucking janitor for the headquarters, that's what I'll do. But that's something I want to talk about right now as well, because all I need right now is to either get Gal, Henry. I know Ben probably won't, but either Gal or Henry to post a picture and say #release the Snyder Cut, and I know it's official. That's all I need. Because
wait, so it's not official from Jason, my guy?
Word, that's toxic, bro.
That's toxic. It is, but it's like
he's never come on the show now.
Him and Zach are like boys though. Like they're mad cool. Not to say that him and what's it called? Not to say that him and Henry are cool, but if Superman puts this shit up,
yeah, it's official.
It's a different ball game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's Superman. That's Superman. That's the only Superman. And then if Wonder Woman comes out, imagine if Ben Affleck actually did it too. He was like, "Fuck it, I'll just do it."
Word, he's like, "Yo, I'm not a part of this no more," but release the Snyder Cut.
but if this shit had gone according to plan, I still would be.
But I don't know. Do you guys think now, with all this going around on HBO Max and Zack Snyder releasing all these pictures and Jason Momoa and Ray Fisher releasing these photos, and speaking of which, today, shout out our guy the Nicecast, Zack Snyder personally
DM'd him a fucking picture.
How wild is that?
Shit, hold on. This is a
he literally
Chillin With
said
Villains exclusive.
He literally said, "This is yours. Do with it as you wish. Nobody else
Look,
has
I'm
this."
gonna have it verbatim. Or maybe not. I'm sorry. Give me one
Wait,
second.
hold on. While he looks that up, so
I got it.
confirm
So he
this
said,
confirm this with me, Sir Zoom. You're telling me that Zachary Snyder
"Yeah,
contacted our dear colleague and friend of the show, Nice Cast.
yes,
Yes, on zero DM.
yeah,
Oh,
yes." He said an image and no one has but you. Enjoy and use as you see fit, bruh.
what is the
If Zack
image?
Snyder, it's of Jason Momoa just like in black and white, looks fucking badass.
As per usual.
As per usual.
My God. And this,
Not in like
and
his
this
Aquaman suit or anything, but still, I mean, like that's a picture nobody else has, dude. That's
But
crazy.
the thing is that this is the most insane rollout I've ever seen for a product we don't even know for sure if it's coming out or not. Like for example, it's like promoting an album that's never coming out, that you don't know the status of it. Like you don't some work has been done. You know that things have been that people have worked on it because they talk about it. It's kind of like the Dr. Dre. I mean, this is really like super hip hop.
I don't know.
But like Dr. Dre's Detox, that album has been spoken about for as long as I have been alive.
Yeah,
We're not seeing
That's
that
true.
album. You know what I'm saying? Like not that I have the same hope for.
but this is different because it's like it's like if Dr. Dre released Detox and it was trash, and then he was like, "Oh, I actually had a way better idea." And with way better features
Right,
and stuff,
Detox-
but
Detox-
I don't know if I'm ever gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna release it. That's what this is like, though. Like
Right.
it's like the potential, and you hearing about all these ideas that he had, and where he took it, and everyone's like the fact, just the way that Jason Momoa, when he answered the question, is it that much different than the Justice League and
No
that we saw?
hesitation.
He was like, absolutely, it's not the same movie. It's not the same movie,
Okay,
now
dude.
like this is turning into a Justice League.
Can I? No.
Yeah,
but
sorry.
we
We're steering away.
I mean, not really. We were talking.
Oh
about,
yeah, you were building towards your question. What's your question going to be?
Hello.
Yeah, we're here.
Sorry. I took out my beats by accident. We are talking about streaming services, and we are talking about HBO Max, and this is a possibility that unfortunately we can't see on the big screen. But if it goes to HBO Max, like fuck it, I want to see it. All right. So last thing I kind of want to point out for this release of Snyder Cut, Zack Snyder's last 7 posts goes as follows. Caption: cute couple. A picture of Ezra Miller and the girl who was supposed to play Iris West. What's her name? I believe Mark probably knows her name.
Yeah, these
Candace
are-
Patton. Sorry.
In the movie.
Fuck. Kiersey Clemens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, it was a picture of them, right, in black and white. The very next picture, and I was having a discussion about this with you, Mark. He posts, nice to be back at my office, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like a lake house, like Batman's lake house, but we weren't really focused on that because it most likely isn't Bruce's lake house from BVS.
Yeah.
But the car looks identical to the car that Wonder Woman stole when they went to Lex Luthor's gala or whatever.
Nah, she was in a completely different whip.
No, but she stole Bruce's whip.
No, she left in Bruce's whip was Bruce's whip. She dipped in a.
Oh, that's
completely
right.
different car.
I'm saying it looks like Bruce's whip then.
Oh, okay. Right.
Bet.
Yeah.
The next picture, Miller as the Flash, and it's blurry, showing you that he's possibly going back in time, because that was mentioned that he was gonna go back in time to erase everything that happened, and then boom, that's when we would have got Justice League Part 2. So, and then the very next picture, 5 years ago, we shot in Michigan. It was a photo of Ezra Miller, just a photo of him with his long hair. And then the very next photo, defending the father. It's a picture of Silas in the background, Cyborg kneeling in the middle, and in the front is Steppenwolf, which I'm assuming this is the scene where he kills Silas. Very next photo, my brother, a picture of him and Jason Momoa. And then he just posted 20 minutes ago a scene from Batman versus Superman with Superman laying down and Batman about to approach him, like the scene where he was about to kill him. So I don't know. It's just like, why is all of this all of a sudden happening?
I'm kind of scared now because I just kind of like, I guess I've always known, but like now it's like, now that I kind of, I'm pretty sure that I'm actually eventually going to see the Snyder Cut. Like, what, like, we have to now deal with the unfinished story still. Like, cause like, yeah, we're still going to see his cut of Justice League, but he ain't shoot part 2. Like, so.
But he's like, stupid. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And he was like, what I didn't say was that the Snyder Cut is actually a 4-hour epic.
Oh my God, dude. He would break the fucking internet.
Yeah, and I actually have been
If he did
helping
that
him
shit.
work on that supercut the entire time. Because I'm the only one who fucks with supercuts out here.
If HBO Max announces that ever, then I could tell you this much. It will blow, it will blow everything else out the water, in my opinion. No matter if you love or hate Zack Snyder, if you love or hate BVS, that's something like right now.
It'll definitely create a lot of buzz, but I feel like there's so many people that just hate on DC in general and Zack Snyder especially too, that I don't know. I mean, it would definitely create a buzz, a huge buzz.
Right.
But I don't know if it would be like enough to be like, all right, we have like 10 million subscribers.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. That's just my opinion, though.
No, I think that see, that's the thing. HBO is in a completely different ballpark from what Disney, not Disney per se, because they have tons of content too, but HBO has more solely because of the films that they've produced. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just think that they're in a completely different like level, just off of content alone.
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy.
And like I said to you guys it was last week Friday. Release the Snyder Cut was number 7 trending on Twitter. That's wild. Do you know how many things people post on Twitter, and for that to be ranked number 7 on trending, meaning over 1,000 people are tweeting about it?
That's globally.
Right. So I don't know, man. I don't want to get my hopes up. I really don't. Because like you said, if it's another situation where it's just hype, and it will never come out, it's going to suck. But I don't know. I do have a little. I feel like Hawkeye right now. When Black Widow came up to me, you feel me? She was just like, I'm like, don't give me hope. Like, don't give me the Snyder Cut. I want it. I need it.
But
send me Snyder Cut.
Nah, but is there anything else?
Oh, I just wanted to briefly touch on as well. I kind of feel bad for not bad, but I feel like no one's really talking about Apple TV.
Oh, Apple TV Plus.
Right.
Because the show with Jason Momoa apparently got like terrible reviews.
What?
And
I've spoken to at least a couple people who've seen it, and they're like, "Yo, that shit." No, crazy.
Let me rephrase it for him. Bum ass critics.
Yeah.
Bad reviews.
So a lot of people do take those to heart. I haven't gotten on it myself to Apple TV.
I haven't either, but I really want to watch that show with Steve Carell, Jennifer Aniston, and Reese Witherspoon.
Yes, the morning show.
Oh my Jesus Christ! And what's his name? Dr. Manhattan's in that one too, from Watchmen.
Yeah, Billy Crudup.
Yeah,
Billy Crudup. Yeah.
So I've heard good things about that too. I heard it might have got renewed already. I heard all of them got renewed for season 2. I might be lying.
Yeah, but the thing is that Apple TV Plus is very, very minimal. Like they're going they're playing it safer than they are than other.
They are,
services.
and you want to know why? Because of how many people in the world, or at least in the US for right now, have iPhones. You could get that shit for free.
Exactly.
Because you have an iPhone.
Yep.
Just for having an Apple product, you get that shit for free.
And their monthly subscription price is competitive too at $5 a month. You don't get as much variety, but you get, I think, 5 shows. You get the Emily Dickinson show with Haley Steinfeld. You get the morning show with Steve Carell, Reese Witherspoon, and Jennifer Aniston. You get C with Wilfrey Alfred. I forgot her name, but the lady from Luke Cage, great actress. No, Alfre Woodard. That's her name.
Yeah. So yeah, Apple
you get the and the other show, the space show.
Oh, for all mankind.
Yeah, you get that show.
All Mankind, yeah.
So it's
there's basically 4 shows on that platform right now. But yeah, like you said, they are playing it safe. They have obviously some huge competitors, and my whole thing about this as well is I wonder what's gonna happen with cable because every channel is just becoming a streaming service. But here's the thing: you could go to your cable provider and be like, "Hey, I'm canceling," and if enough people start to do that, cable companies aren't stupid. They're gonna be like, "Okay, cool." But you still need internet, right? And you still need a phone line for your home?
Yep.
Yeah, no problem. We're just going to bump up the price a little bit for the year.
Exactly.
$10 more for the year since you want to get rid of your cable. So it's all business. It's all money. So, but I'm excited because there's content on all these networks that are going to be good. Yeah. And hashtag release the Snyder Cut.
I have spoken.
Yeah.
I have spoken.
So, well, also Kevin Feige commented on Martin Scorsese going on his tour of hating and being an old man on the lawn yelling at kids playing J. Cole across the street.
Wait, guys, can I just say something real quick?
What?
Carmelo Anthony is back in the NBA.
Yeah, I know. I peeped. Shout out to my guy Melo. I'm gonna give him a round of applause.
Stay Melo. He's with the Blazers. He's in Portland.
Carmelo Anthony, you are one of the only top draft picks of that year who have yet to win a ring.
Why you gotta violate him now?
No, I'm saying no. But let me finish.
But
he's honestly one of my favorite players, like growing up, and it just hurt like to see like LeBron win, who was in the same draft class. You know what I'm saying? And Wade, and like all his peers are winning, and he's the only one who didn't get that shot, like to make it out and all that. But you know, like Junior said, like Clown Prince said, like stay mellow, and I'm glad you got a job, bro. Cause they were shitting on him, bro. Like I know this isn't a sports podcast, but give Melo his flowers, man. Like that dude is one of the best scorers the NBA has ever seen, man.
All I'm gonna say, if KCP is still in the league, Melo deserves to be in the league.
Exactly.
That's all I'm gonna say. All right, back to you.
That's your favorite player, bro.
I gotta give.
Anyway,
I gotta give a Stephen A.
You didn't have to say that.
Let's be nice.
Let's be nice, even though it is true.
Nah, that man got a. All right, back to it. Back to
it. I think that you talked about everything.
Yeah, I think we got everything. Martin Scorsese is still like,
oh my god,
on a tirade.
I'm tired of talking about this shit.
Dude,
yeah,
it's someone with a different opinion. Like, who cares?
I know, yeah. I'm not even mad at him for it. It's just that he's making a whole like kind of promotional. It's
because people keep asking him. People keep asking him about it. Right. So he's like, "What are you supposed to say?" Nah, just forget it. Like,
you know what it is? Bob Iger, Kevin Feige were like, "Hey, Marty, you wanna help us out real quick?" He's like, "Sure. What's up?" Okay. So HBO Max is talking about this. Apple TV Plus talking about this. We need more attention on us because the MCU hasn't come out with a movie in a while. Joker's getting all this hype. Marty, you wanna just help stir some controversy so we can get more publicity? Fuck it, why not? I'm getting old. Let's do it. Oh yeah, they're not movies.
That's how he talks.
Yeah. You're like, and then everyone's like, oh, Marty's canceled. Cancel culture. Okay. All right. I'm just so fucking over it. It's like, all right. Bob Iger, shut the fuck up. Kevin Feige, shut the fuck up. Mark Scorsese, whatever your name is, shut the fuck up. Like, it's done. Whatever. Like, MCU is they're clearly movies. They're clearly cinema, and they're going to continue to make billions and billions of money. And Scorsese so billions and billions
of money. All right.
So yeah, don't care, relax, and everybody.
And on that note,
and and also in terms of other news, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, officially announces.
Oh right, yeah, we didn't talk about this.
Black Adam releasing December 22nd, 2021.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, peep the lineup for 2021. Shang-Chi, February. Doctor Strange 2, May 7th. Spider-Man 3, July 16th. Thor 4, November 5th. That's on the MCU side. On the DC, Batman, June 25th. The Suicide Squad, August 5th. Black Adam, December 22nd. So we have a movie February, May, June, July, August, November, December.
That is
Fire.
a stacked year, and that's just on the comic side. There's a lot. I'm sure there's a lot of other things that are coming out production.
Yes, sir.
For other studios, and shout out to everybody working right now. So, so to give us some content to indulge in for the next couple of years.
Right.
It's fucking exciting, man. I can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. And I swear to God, if this Snyder Cut
back to it trending on the Chillin With Villains podcast.
If this Snyder Cut is what it's being pitched up to be, it will solidify the claim that the ledge that we stand on in that Batman v Superman is a masterpiece that basically helped project the arcs that were kind of planted and rooted for Justice League, for the payoff in Zack Snyder's vision here, because that, to me, that's what it's all leading up to.
Yeah, and also Warner Brothers is gonna look like a bunch of fucking wings.
Exactly, they're gonna look like wings, and basically they kind of got the clown makeup on right now, because they got the clown makeup on and they fresh, like they got a suit and stuff. It's cool, but they still look like clowns because like they're winning right now. And I think because they hit this stride of profit that they're on a high from, they're like, you know what, Zach, do what you do, bro. It seems to be working. Somebody else had to prove us right for it. And I feel like we're beating a dead horse with this, but we told y'all, and we have spoken.
And we have spoken. Okay, guys. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it, honestly. We noticed that we've been consistently posting and y'all have been consistently listening. So that's very much appreciated. The new year's coming. We got some big things coming. So stay tuned.
Yes,
hashtag Chillin With Villains. Hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Hashtag I'm out.